Welcome back. So today was a pretty red day. Pretty red day all around for Bitcoin, for gold, for stocks, for alts. Pretty much everything turned red today with a slight exception of Clash, but I'll get to that at the end. But today overall, just everything sold off. Even gold. Gold and silver continue to sell off today, so it's not like people turned them for safe haven. So obviously there's something going on there. Maybe the bubble did burst. But why is that? Why did everything sell off? Honestly, there's no real good reason for it. There wasn't something that came out today that was so bad that scared everyone off. This is just people scaring people. Wall Street scaring themselves. Like, it was just a shakeout day, and there was really no reason for it. Okay. Obviously, there are still some geopolitical stuff that's going on, but today specifically, we didn't have anything come out that says, oh my God, this is so bad. However, this Friday, we will have something. And let me talk about what that is. But overall, as you guys know, let me show you this. This is what's weighing on most people's minds, right? And Wall Street's. Is this trade tariff war thing going on with China, them holding back rare earth, us holding back AI and other things and software too now. So, you know, both sides are going back and forth. And I mean, this is really the only thing. And also Trump canceled his meeting with Putin because I guess they couldn't work something out ahead of time. But still, I think most people are worried about this. You know, I know this is going to be resolved. This is not going to turn into a Cold War thing. Both countries need each other, okay? So at some point, they're going to work it out. And I think that point is coming up. They said that they're supposed to meet at some conference next week, okay? I think we're going to see that. We're going to see them come to some kind of resolution. But in the meantime, both are basically posturing and pretending you know, they can just wait it out, okay? So I think this is what's on people's minds, but really this has been ongoing for a while. So did this explain what happened today? No. Today, like I said, everything sold off. If you look at my chart here, Bitcoin is in red, okay? ETH sold look at Aster's below $1 now. And then scrolling down, I have some stocks I follow, right? NVIDIA, AMD, you know, Hood, Coin. And then look at gold and silver. They're in the red too. Nothing was green except Bitcoin Dominance and Clash. But everything else was pretty much in the red. I mean, if you look at Bitcoin, is it the end of the road? Obviously not. We're holding at 108, so it's not like we slid down anymore. But, you know, it would have been nice if we recovered back to where we were yesterday at 114. But overall, now we're in just a period where we're going sideways, right? So, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now because it's not like money is flowing into gold. It's just everyone's just panic selling for the sake of selling, okay? And maybe they're preparing for what's coming on Friday, which is what I mentioned. This. So the Labor Department finally listened to me and decided that they're going to get some people back to work just so we can get inflation data, CPI data. We haven't had any data for weeks now. This government shutdown has been going on for weeks. We haven't had any data. So all eyes will be on this. Okay, is inflation going to tick upwards or is it not ticking upwards, right? And this is 1 week before the next FOMC meeting. So, you know, if nothing happens from tomorrow to Friday, we will definitely get something on Friday. So, yeah. So, I mean, that's really it. So, does this explain what happened today? Maybe. But not really. Again, I think it's just people scaring people. People are falling for this FUD that's going on right now, right? You know, last week you could have said, well, because people are FOMOing into gold, but gold just had a catastrophic drop, one that it hasn't seen in decades. Same thing with silver. So you can't even attribute it to that right now. It's like everyone's just selling off everything, trying to prepare for the worst, okay? But like I've been saying at the beginning of the week, I still think, at least for crypto, all this, all the suppression and manipulation, all this is leading up to something big, okay? I stand by that until we get out of October and then out of November and there's no movement at all. I think we're still building up. And there's a reason why we have all this suppression and manipulation is to kind of drive retail out as much as possible and maybe even drive Wall Street out as much as possible before we get that next leg up and bring us to the peak of this cycle. You know, that's very plausible because we saw the same thing happen earlier this year. We saw it last year. We saw it a year before. We see it all the time. You got to think about, why do these guys want to drive people out, right? What's the point? If you drive everyone out, everyone becomes fearful, then there's no one left. Then the market never moves, right? So all this manipulating, this, you know, suppression, the liquidations and all that stuff, it's done for a reason, okay? To accumulate more and to drive, to scare people out, and then pump things. And it also makes pumping easier for these guys because now there's less liquidity. And then it gets everyone to FOMO back in. There's so many people that's waiting to FOMO. They'd much rather FOMO than buy the dip. Okay, I've learned that over the years. Even during my live chats, you could definitely tell. On good days, people will ask me, like, should I buy? Should I buy? Should I buy? On down days, everyone's asking me if it's going down more. They don't ask me nearly as much, should I buy the dip? No, they ask me when things are skyrocketing to the moon. That's just how it is, but that's just not how it works. It's not how it works. And during these dark times, this is when you're supposed to be building, okay? If you're a builder, or you should be holding if you're an investor, right? That's just how it is. All right, that's pretty much it. I'm going to be streaming tonight. There's more updates I want to share on my I Am George channel for those of you guys that are Clash holders, but I'll leave you with this. I showed you guys this morning. You look at all these top meme coins on Solana and look at the holder count. Every single one has been going down for a month now, except Clash. We actually added probably another 100, a little bit less than 100, maybe like 60 or something, or 70 holders today. Do you see how consistent that is? Right? Look at the holders. Just keeps on going up versus everyone else that just seems to keep on dropping. Right? This is the difference. We have something special. And today, despite having a horrible day, Clash actually went up like 30%. Which is amazing because we have gone through darker times. Just the last week, we fell down quite tremendously. Now we have picked ourselves back up. So yeah, I got some more announcements tonight on the I Am George channel and in Discord. But for the rest of you guys, I will see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And let's see what happens tomorrow. Or we go see another sell-off day, and that may lead us to Friday. Or tomorrow's just kind of a mix. Because people want to see what's going to happen on Friday. We'll see. We will see. All right? Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.